What's going on, everybody out there, drivers and dashers? So, I just wanted to put this together because a bunch of you guys have reached out to me, and I usually don't talk about these types of topics, but I felt this one was necessary. I just want to talk about what's going on overseas right now and how it could affect us as DoorDash drivers, Uber Eats drivers, and the rest. Okay. Let me just put this out there. I am not here to talk politics. I'm not here to pick sides, just the real driver impact. Okay. So we're going to look at this from a gig economy perspective and nothing more. Okay. So there's a conflict that's happening right now overseas, like I said. And whenever stuff like this happens, the economy reacts. Okay? When the economy moves, drivers usually feel it fast. Okay? Think about this. All right? The one good, I guess you can say, or item that everyone wants in the world, besides gold, is oil, fuel. Okay, petroleum, however you want to look at it. And when conflicts like this happen, especially in countries that we get oil from, well, it's going to affect things like gas for us, for drivers. So you picking up a $20 offer before this conflict, right? Maybe you would make 15 of that, where now gas prices go up. Now you're maybe only making $11 or $12 of that $20. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing numbers out there. These are not calculated in any way. But that's the biggest thing drivers need to watch right now. The gas prices. Whenever there's any kind of tension, like in the Middle East, like I was saying, the oil prices can go up, and that usually means higher gas prices for all of us. Think about this. Even rumors can make prices move. Okay? If gas goes up, the profits go down. It's really, really that simple. And it's scary. Okay? Now, at the moment, I haven't seen the gas prices fly up from the point that I'm recording this. But what I will say is give it some time. Okay? Now, drivers might be making the same money, but taking home less. Think about that. Like I mentioned with the example, with a payout that is $20, you might have been able to keep 15 of that after taxes, after gas and expenses, right? Now the driver maybe is making 11, 12, 13 bucks. So it's the same effort, the same mileage, all of that, but because of the gas prices going up, the driver's taking home less money. Now you might be saying, Pete, this is obvious. We should all know that. But sometimes people need a reminder, and sometimes not everyone knows that. Think about it. Higher expenses eat into everything that we earn. This is where being selective with orders becomes insanely important, right? We always say, you are allowed to cherry pick the offers that you want. You are allowed to cherry pick the offers that are right for you and you alone. Okay? Now, look, as far as maybe the order volume is concerned, this doesn't automatically mean bad news. Sometimes when big world events happen, people stay home more. Okay? That could mean more delivery orders because people are saying, you know what? Things are getting a little scary out there. Maybe I want to stay home with my family a little more, if you literally can afford to do so. But if people feel unsure financially, tips might go down too. So you might be saying, well, Pete, tips are always down. Well, it may get even lower because of this. So honestly, guys, it really could go either way. All right? This might be a time to be a bit more picky with the orders. Cherry picking. It's really the best way to go about it. And we all know this. We've been saying it since day one. Think about it. The mileage matters even more when gas goes up for obvious reasons. Okay? Smart drivers usually adjust instead of just panicking. And you have to adapt. Okay? If you guys ever saw the movie Moneyball, okay, with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, what does he say to the head scout? Adapt or die. If you've ever seen Moneyball, leave a comment saying Moneyball, because it's fantastic. Even if you're not a baseball fan, it's a great movie. Let me know if you've seen it in the comments. But look, I know people online, they throw around a lot of big words like World War III, things like that. I saw it myself all over the place, okay? I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm just talking about real world driver impacts. That's it. Because I did have a lot of you guys reach out to me in comments and in emails today. And a few of you reached out on Facebook too and were like, Pete, please talk about this. And I was like, how does this relate? So I was just thinking, you know what? It's the gas prices, man. That is going to be numero uno, the number one thing that we're going to have to be concerned about. And that's just the facts, you know? But look, the best thing that we can do, drivers, is you got to stay flexible and pay attention to what's actually happening. Okay? I've been at this since 2017, guys. All right? I've been doing it long enough to see the ups and downs. I'm in this now almost 9 years, making videos and talking about the gig economy. Unfortunately, this is just another one of those situations we have to watch, just like with COVID and all the insanity that happened with that. In the comments section, tell me what year you guys started driving. And if it's recently, tell me what month. Okay, for me, it was June 2017. I started with Grubhub. That was what was first in my market. DoorDash didn't even exist yet in my market. In the New York City suburbs. Didn't even exist yet. But I got to tell you, eventually, that fall of 2017, we got DoorDash. So at the beginning, we only had Grubhub and Uber Eats. But I've been at it since 2017. So I've seen a lot of things happen. The gig economy changes all the time. Drivers always adapt one way or another. Remember, adapt or die. Everyone leave a comment saying adapt or die if you've made it to this point. This is just another situation, guys. So, have you noticed anything changing in your market yet? Are gas prices going up where you are? You got to let me know in the comments. Drivers helping drivers. That's what we're about here. All right? Let's see if we can hit the 1 thumbs up goal, the 1 like goal, and we'll see what happens next, guys. Let me know if you want any updates on this topic. So till next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you next time right here on Pay to Drive. Peace, guys. Take care. And if nobody has told you yet today, you are awesome and you are worth it. Peace.